Hey man, thanks for coming back. It's me again, your buddy Fierce Tooth. I feel like that intro is gonna stick, but I do want to get your thoughts on it sometime. Oh yeah, almost forgot, there's gonna be an unusual giveaway at 1K subs. What that unusual is going to be, don't know yet. I'll probably let the subs decide or something. Real quick, could you scroll down a bit for me? Hey, thanks man, I appreciate it. Okay, with all that stuff out of the way, let me, get into the actual video now. How to play Sniper in 2021. Sniper is a class that can either be your best friend or your worst nightmare. Usually worst nightmare since aiming is pretty hard. Granted, I'm just trash at the game. Others may be able to land headshots like it's nothing. Sniper is a great pick for taking out high priority targets, such as heavy, medic, and even engineer sentries at some points. Taking out people from a distance with this team fighting on the front lines, Sniper is truly a force to be reckoned with. In this video, I'll be covering Sniper's pros and cons, his weapons, placement, and his counters. Now, let's go on to the pros and cons of Snipers, or the pros and cons of Sniper. Sniper's biggest pro is definitely his ability to take out targets from long distances. The sniper rifle's range is super large. To show you, here's a representation of it. With no bullet drop, it's as simple as lining up the sight and clicking to get a headshot. Although, that's a lot easier said than done. Sniper also has 125 HP and a decent move speed, which definitely crosses him off as a frontliner. Another pro is that Sniper can one-shot almost every class when landing a headshot. Landing a headshot gives a guaranteed critical hit, which can usually kill targets. The reason I say usually and almost is because the only time this won't happen is if your Sniper isn't fully charged, or you're using a different kind of weapon. I know it's a lot of stuff to unpack, but I'll break it down more later on. But what about his cons? Well, Sniper lacks a lot in terms of defense. Think of him like a glass cannon. If you can stay alive and out of trouble, you can deal some serious damage, but if you can't, you're going to get destroyed. Sniper also gets his field of view cut off majorly when scoped in, which can lead to him being completely unaware of anything going on around him. And last but not least, if you get cornered by some enemies, it's going to take a long time for teammates to backtrack and help you out. Last but not least, if you're bad at aiming, a lot of your teammates are going to scream at you like this. Starting out the game, you're going to have the sniper rifle, the Tommy gun, and the kukri. But don't feel bad that you have to switch off a sniper. I'm absolutely positive there's going to be people out there who will be more than happy to help you out with aiming. Just like medic, sniper requires patience, but it's not the end of the world if you don't know how to play him. With all that out of the way, let's take a look at Sniper's weapons. Later on in the game, you're going to unlock the Huntsman, the Machinima, the Hitman's Heatmaker, the Girardi, the Razorback, the Cozy Camper, and the Bushwhacker.
Used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
The Huntsman is a bow and arrow that redefines Sniper. With no scope, you just have to rely on your own quote-unquote skill in order to land shots, or just wait for luck to come in. But having the arrow drawn for too long decreases your accuracy over time, and it also reduces your movement speed, as seen here. The Huntsman helps to add more mobility to Sniper, allowing him to push up just a bit further into the fray. To top it off, friendly pyros can light the arrow on fire for some extra damage. Hey, you guys remember that YouTube channel back in the day that would sometimes post certain content? Well, if you don't, that just means you were able to watch actual good content. Much like my videos. Anyways, the Machinima is a sniper rifle that grants 15% damage per shot and can penetrate through multiple players at the cost of leaving tracer rounds and being unable to fire unless zoomed. Don't believe it can pierce people? Just take a look. It's a pretty good choice to use if you're getting used to sniper, since you have a higher chance of killing people if you get a body shot. Don't feel bad to use it if you're training, okay? Let me tell you, alright? Don't feel bad about it. The Hitman's Heatmaker is basically a sniper that rewards you for doing your job. For each kill and assist you get, you build up your focus meter, which you can activate by pressing R. When activated, you receive a 25% faster scope recharge, but you can't unscope. Oh, and one more thing. You get a minus 20% damage on body shots using this weapon, so yeah, pros only. The Jarate is a pretty cool secondary. It's a jar of mysterious yellow liquid of unknown origin. Anyways, the Jarate can extinguish teammates on fire, expose cloaked spies, and douse enemies. Extinguishing teammates on fire with the jar reduces the recharge time by 20%, and by tossing it at a cloaked spy, it'll make them drip with it, which makes it easier to find them. And last but not least, soaking enemies in Jarate grants mini crits to teammates, so if the enemy is trying to push, maybe toss a jar their way. Tired of getting backstabbed by spies every 2 seconds? Well, the Razorback is for you, my friend. The Razorback blocks a singular backstab from a spy at the cost of receiving 100% less overheal. If I'm being honest here, the downside isn't that big, since you're rarely in the front lines where overheal is needed. Plus, most spies just completely ignore you if you have the Razorback on, since most of them can't backstab in the first place.
Let's gather round the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG song.
The Cozy Camper helps any sniper to be cozy while camping, allowing you to regain a passive plus 4 HP when out of combat, no flinching when shot, and knockback reduced by 20% when aiming. Overall, it's a really great secondary. The Bushwhacker is a weapon that crits when it's supposed to mini-crit at the cost of giving the user 20% damage vulnerability when active and no random crits. A great combo that most snipers use is to use the Jarate and then whack whoever's doused in it, since you'll gain crits instead of mini-crits. There's a lot of other weapons Sniper has, but these are the main ones you'll be seeing out in the field, or whatever you might call it. But as you play the game, you'll unlock a lot more, so you should try learning about them on your own. Okay, with Sniper's weapons out of the way, let's take a look at his placement. Sniper is usually found around the back lines, or in the middle lines if he has a huntsman. Being far away from the enemy team, while still getting a sightline, is great, since it's harder for them to push forward and kill you unless they have another sniper. Look for areas that are tucked away, or better yet, have cover so you can hide when getting shot at. But what about counters? Well, Sniper's main counters are spies and other snipers. But Sniper does counter Heavy, Medic, and Engineer, but more on that later. Okay, Cloak, let's take a look at Spy first, who is arguably the biggest counter to Sniper.
3, 2,
With
1.
Sniper being scoped in, he's unable to notice when a spy is
still,
nearby,
goddammit!
as seen here.
he wouldn't stand still. Alright, we might just have to use TNT. I mean, not.
Spy
I don't know,
can
man.
also
I wouldn't
sneak past
hire
enemy lines
Sausage
pretty
again if I were
easily
given
since
the
he can
chance.
cloak,
He's kinda...
which means he can reach you undetected. To top it off, your team is probably far away, meaning you will probably have to fight him all alone. But what about the Razorback, you might ask? Well, Spy does have a gun. But how do you fight back against this pesky Frenchman? Don't stay in one place, okay? And always be moving about.
Here's what's gonna happen,
If you stay in one area for too long, the enemy will start to notice you and bring more attention to you. Moving around and picking different spots makes it harder for them to pinpoint exactly where you are until it's too late. Another tip is to unscope and take a quick analysis of your surroundings. You might notice a spy trying to sneak up on you. And last one is to pay attention for spy callouts as they can help you pinpoint where they might be.
I just had to, I had to. She's gonna
Sniper's
kill me.
next counter is snipers themselves. Another sniper could be trouble, as they're the only other ones who could reach you. Once you two spot each other, it's a battle of who has better aim, but it's usually evenly matched. But what about people you counter? Well, with heavy slow movement and speed, it makes them an easy target to pick off since you can line up your shot fairly easily. You can also counter medic, but it's just more of you just targeting. And last but not least, engineer, but not in the way you think. As a sniper, you can safely shoot at an engineer's sentry from far away outside of its range. And with that, you're ready to play sniper. Before you get out there, keep your chin up, alright man? And don't feel too bad if you can't land your shots. Practice makes perfect, and honestly, you always seem determined to me, man. No matter what you do, you pick it up and you stay at it. You're gonna go far, buddy, alright? Now get out there, shoot at a random scout, and die horribly as you get backstabbed. Adios, amigo!
Always gets the bad guy. That's me. He brings
Yeah, so just wait until that goes away. Oh no, wait, no, lads. Dude. Oh god, what is this creature? What is he?
Okay, stay still!
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. John! John! Come on, man! Come on, man! Bro, come on, man! Bruh, John! Are you ready? Okay. Stand right here, okay? Stand still right there. You're gonna cloak, and then I'm gonna throw the Girardi at you, okay? Alright, when I say go. 3, 2, 1, go.
It always gets the bad guy. That's me.
Alright, you're fired.
He brings
Okay.
a delicious assortment of sweet delights. Got a creamy filling.